Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's excellent to have you here as always, and thank you for watching. As you can see, it's dark, and the reason it is dark is we're doing another night vision related video. In one of my previous videos, I talked about different things that can impact your IR signature, and one of those things that I mentioned was your laundry detergent. There are additives in your laundry detergent that make colors pop. These are typically referred to as fluorescent enhancers or sometimes UV enhancers. There's a whole suite of compounds. But you're currently seeing in the IR spectrum, or an interpretation of the IR spectrum, excuse me, if I reach over here and go like this, you got nothing, right? And we're back. So the purpose of those compounds is to grab light and then re-emit it some other way. And sometimes that happens in this spectrum. So what I've got here is a package of shirts that was sent to me by Shall Not Comply, which is also one of these shirts right here. They were gracious enough to send me some blank shirts for today's video, and I've washed them in a variety of ways. So first, there is a shirt that is completely unwashed right out of the package, nothing done to it. And then we have one that I washed in a commonly available laundry detergent that you would recognize, but we're not going to talk about. I don't want to get sued or anything like that. We have a second shirt that was washed in that same laundry detergent, but then I did some stuff to it to try to get that stuff out. The fourth shirt was treated with a special laundry detergent that is a hunting grade laundry detergent, and this is something that I picked up from Sportsman's Guide a few months ago. It was in a complete package, and one of the things was a laundry detergent that is the odorless, colorless type thing, but also doesn't have any of the UV additives in it. And that's because the suite of compounds that we were talking about can emit light that is visible to game animals. And then lastly, number 5, I washed a shirt in a bucket of mud. So previously, I have used the integrated illuminator on the PVS-14 for the purposes of getting an IR light that we can use as an IR signature, but I don't know that it's powerful enough for today's filming session, so we're gonna use this camera, and that's a prime function of it being out here, because it has a giant IR light on top of it, and it will absolutely be powerful enough. So we're going to, actually it might be too powerful now that I think about it. So we're gonna try both just to see what happens, and we're gonna kind of go from there. And get this thing mounted up. There we go. And yeah, we should be good to go. Let's get to filming. There we have no IR supplementation whatsoever. So all the way on the left, we have unwashed, followed by the washed sample, followed by the treated sample, followed by the special detergent, followed by the mud sample. Now the only thing that I can see without any supplemental light is that there is definitely less light coming from the muddy shirt. So here's the integrated PVS-14 illuminator. I'm going to say that middle one and the muddy one. Now I definitely see something coming off of the You guys give your opinion. Now this may just be my eyes, but I swear that I see a difference between now the wind's blowing. I can see a difference between the unwashed shirt and the washed shirt for sure. And definitely a difference between the washed shirt and the shirt that I tried to fix. Now, curiously, I do see more light coming from the game detergent shirt, number 4. Definitely less coming from the muddy shirt though. A little bit farther back, IR illuminator still on. Now we're going to flip the switch on this camera. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Boom! Yes, there it is, boys and girls. We have light. Yeah, so I'm definitely saying that the muddy shirt performed the best. So if you really want an answer, unwashed, rolled in mud. In addition to our friends over at Shall Not Comply, I really should get a web store over there. Johnny, why don't I have a web store? This video is brought to you by Blackbeard Fire Starter. It's a mobile tinder bundle that starts fires. Even if you do stupid crap like try to start fires in the wind or submerge it in a cup of water, it'll still work. Besides this thing, the guys over at Blackbeard Fire Starter have a serious pyro problem. They've got all manner of fire starting equipment over their website, so if you're into that sort of thing, maybe you're a prepper, camper, backpacker, something like that, or you're just trying to burn your own house down, then before you do, use my code VSO Pirates, all caps, and you'll get a percentage off over at Blackbeard Fire Starter. So I do have to apologize for the shoddy camera work. My bad. Here are the excuses. When I mounted the PVS-14 to my face, I could see great. It looked beautiful. But apparently the camera got knocked off ever so slightly, and I can't see what's actually going on. I just have to trust that it's filming, and it was pointed ever so slightly up, so the frame was off, and I apologize for that. I was able to get some good shots, but not as much as I would have wanted. The other thing that I did not fully account for is the power of this IR illuminator. So what I saw, again, was beautiful, but what I didn't account for was that the camera that I was using that attaches to the back of the PVS-14 is designed for very, very low light conditions. And if you supplement too much light, we basically surpassed its detection limits. And I was out there filming for 45 minutes and I had to scrap basically the rest of the footage because it was all just a big white blur because we exceeded the capabilities of the camera. Go figure. I broke something. Never happens, right? Luckily though, I did bring this camera along too, and it has some night vision filming capabilities. They're not quite as nice as the PVS-14, but we were able to get some stuff. Setup. I used t-shirts because I expected that there was going to be something, because in our previous testing a similar t-shirt, we got something that indicated that cotton t-shirts or blended t-shirts tend to give you some pop on a device. Does your laundry detergent have an impact? Yeah, I would say that it does. Is that an impact that you need to concern yourself with? Nah, probably not. I would say that, yeah, if you're really worried about it, then sure, go ahead. But I would say that what's more important is to focus on some of the other things that we covered. Things like what the clothing's made out of, how it's woven, different pigments that are associated with it, things like that. Go out and test your equipment underneath of nods and things like that. Get an idea of what it actually does. Don't just guess about it. I think that that's way more valuable than worrying about what kind of laundry detergent your mom keeps in her house.